The families of Commonwealth Games athletes are increasingly concerned about security after yesterday's attack in New Delhi. The Games organisers have moved to reassure athletes, insisting the event will be safe. Security's been stepped up in the Indian capital after a bus full of foreign tourists came under fire. 2 people were injured. The Australian government has made no change to its travel advice for India. It's still warning that anyone going there should exercise a high degree of caution. The ABC's Jane Cowan reports from New Delhi.
They're images that have done nothing to quell fears about security at the Commonwealth Games.
It's all very well 3 months ago deciding, yes, we're going to go to Delhi, but when it gets closer and you start to hear of an increase in things that sound like terrorist plots and that sort of thing, it does get you concerned.
At the popular Jama Masjid Mosque in crowded Old Delhi, gunmen on a motorbike fired on a tourist bus. No Indian was injured, says this senior cleric. They targeted foreign tourists.
It affects everything because the message goes, security lapse, authorities are not serious about it.
The Islamist group known as the Indian Mujahideen has claimed responsibility for the shooting, but authorities won't say it's terrorism.
To talk about the motive is very difficult at the moment. We're investigating all possible angles.
New Delhi's Chief Minister says there's no reason to panic, but opposition parties are upping the ante.
The Commonwealth Games are approaching. The Indian government is responsible for Delhi security. We expect that precautionary measures will be taken.
The Australian government is keeping an even tone, and for now its travel advice remains unchanged.
The government is very conscious of the need to ensure the best possible advice to those people thinking of going to India for the Commonwealth Games.
I'm not suggesting that this was a dry run, but it has served the purpose of inoculating the entire security grid and making people aware about the likely lapses.
It's perhaps a measure of the security environment here in India that a day after the shooting, hours even, life was very much back to normal outside the mosque. The organising committee says the shooting will have no impact on the Commonwealth Games, and the Australian team says it's satisfied with the security being provided to athletes. It hasn't been enough either to deter the Australian cricket team, outnumbered by security as they arrived in India. Jane Cowan, ABC News, New Delhi.